Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is no contact rude? Now, this is video number 90. If you have a question you'd like for me to consider featuring on the Love Chat, please write it in a comment below, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe and hit like. Also, if you'd like to do a Skype or email coaching, please be sure to visit me at my website, thelovechat.net/coaching. So let's talk about if no contact is rude. Because a question that's been brought up to me so many times in my coachings, in YouTube comments, in the live stream is, okay, but if I do no contact, won't that hurt my chances? I mean, after all, my ex broke up with me, I'm trying to get my ex back, and you're telling me not to talk to them. How is that going to work, right? How's no contact going to make them happy with me? In fact, what if they reach out and message me, and I've heard from these other channels that I shouldn't message them back? Well, before we go any further, I want to clear something up. If your ex reaches out to you in any way, shape, or form that is direct contact, right? So that is a text message, an email, a phone call, snail mail. If they write to you directly, you should be responding to that. What you should not be responding to is a like on Facebook, viewing your Snapchat or Instagram story, anything in that area, a retweet. We don't want any of that. These are the things that you don't really want to do because there's not much we can gain from interacting. What if your ex just liked your content and that's why they were doing that? Meanwhile, you're thinking that this meant that they want to get back with you. It's going to introduce so much extra anxiety that you don't need right now. Another thing, just before I forget, is if they leave a comment on a picture, like a smiley face or a looking good, I don't see a need to respond to that either. Remember, we want their anxiety to rise a little bit, but in the healthy way. Wondering where you stand. That sort of anxiety. We're not in it to play mind games. So, with that aside, is no contact really rude? It is not, and here's why. When we are entering into an exclusive relationship with someone else, it is understood from both sides that we are providing several different things, and that is why we are mutually benefiting from this agreement. I'm going to show up in the relationship this way and that way. I'm going to act this way and that way, and you will feel good because of how I am acting, and I'll feel good because of how you're acting, and we're both on the same page. Part of that is that you will treat them a different way. You will take greater care with the issues that they bring to you. You'll listen. You'll be more attentive. You'll be their person, if that makes sense. And so when they break up with you, rather than them sitting you down and talking to you and explaining that a set of behaviors have been making them feel unattracted to you, and doing this before it's too late, sitting you down, and I always use this example, grab your partner by the hand, let them know that you care for them, and explain to them calmly and non-accusatory what the problem is, and suggest a fix. So perhaps it's, hey, I've noticed that you've been a little more anxious around me lately, and you've been wondering if I'm out late at night seeing other people, and I just wanted to sit you down and reassure you that you're the person that I choose, and I want to explore with you some ways that we can help alleviate this anxiety, because this behavior is turning me off. And I don't say this to worry you, I just say this because as a team, I want to find a way forward that works for both of us. If your partner didn't do that, instead they walked away, and they didn't work on anything with you, right? Now, obviously, it's good to be your own person and be an individual and work on those anxieties, but before this happens to you, it's hard to know what to do. There's no class we take teaching us how to be successful in relationships. And so, you're going through it now. So is no contact rude? Well, no, because your partner has terminated that agreement that I mentioned earlier. You are no longer in an exclusive romantic relationship, and so you do what is now natural to you, which is back away, focus on yourself. Contacting your partner over and over again during a time where you know they don't want you back is only going to keep you on the hook longer. And so no contact is a way to begin to breathe easier, and at the same time, it will have your partner wonder where your mind is at. They're expecting you to beg. They're expecting you to chase. They're expecting for you to knock down their door and beg and plead and get on your knees and ask for them back. So you're choosing to do the opposite and not doing that. And there's this great fear. But if I do that, if I stop talking to them, they'll get mad at me. Okay, well, let's follow that for a second. Let's just say that they get mad at you. What's the worst that they're going to do to you? Break up with you? Because that's already happened. They're already gone. You were doing a set of behaviors that turned them off. Now, we need to do a different set of behaviors. If your ex is getting mad at you for standing up for yourself, for focusing on your self-improvement, and they do not understand that continual contact with them is just keeping you in a place of anxiety, then that's not a partner you should be with. I hate to break it to you. If your partner gets a little mad because they had you one way, and they want to keep you that way, you see, they want to be able to break up with you and maybe date other people or be single, but they still want you back in that place they had you. Does that make sense? They want you to have to sit and suffer with the decision that they've made while they can go off and do whatever they want and have that little safety net keeping them from dealing with the consequences of their choices because they can always undo it, right? You don't want them to have that security. Remember, if they put you on shaky ground, you put them on shaky ground, not as a retaliation, but because your actions will have you focusing on you. And a byproduct of that is that they won't know where you're at mentally. That's what we talk about when we say shaky ground. We're not doing this to make their life harder. We're doing this to make your life easier. It's all about your intentions. And so no contact should not be weaponized. It should not be used to make your partner wonder where you're at. It should be used to get you back to a status quo, to a baseline, a place where you're okay being single, and a place where you're excited about your life and maintaining your individuality. If your ex has a problem with that, who's really the problem? That's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment below and tell me what topics you want me to cover in the future. Additionally, if you'd like extra videos every week, private live streams with me, and free coaching giveaways, please visit my Patreon, www.patreon.com. Until next time.